Story time. You wake up after a long, exhausting week. The sun streaming in, your stomach's growling, and you grab something comforting. So, you toast bread, slice fresh tomatoes, and drizzle on extra virgin olive oil. Smooth, fruity, with that grassy aroma filling the kitchen. A golden bruschetta is ready. But just before that first bite, a thought hits you. Wait, is olive oil okay this early in the morning? Especially since you're watching calories. So, is it a good idea to have olive oil? For thousands of years, humans have been extracting olive oil from the fruit of the olive tree, one of the oldest domesticated trees in the world. Originating in the Mediterranean over 6,000 years ago, olives have shaped cultures, cuisines, and economies for millennia. They are a hardy plant. All you need is a full warm sun, a well-draining soil, with deep watering only until its roots established. After that, they're good to grow. To get the oil, olives are first crushed into paste and then either pressed or spun in a centrifuge to separate the oil from the pulp without using heat or chemicals. The best kind of olive oil extracted using that process is called extra virgin olive oil, regulated by the International Olive Council. But how does such a small fruit produce so much oil? You see, a study managed to sequence the gene of wild olive tree. From that, scientists traced its evolution and deduced that about 59 million years ago, the ancestor of the olive tree experienced a whole genome duplication, an event where the entire genetic code was copied, giving the plant an extra set of genes. Remarkably, it happened again about 31 million years later. These duplication events led to the expansion and diversification of genes. Over time, some of these duplicated genes evolved new functions, enhancing the plant's ability to create and store oil in its fruit. But it's not just a regular oil, it's the kind of oil that defines olive oil, which mostly consists of monounsaturated fat called oleic acid. Through those duplication events, the gene responsible for producing oleic acid are promoted, increasing the amount it produces. At the same time, the gene activity that consume oleic acid are inhibited, lessening the amount of lost oleic acid. These acids are then assembled to form the main components of olive oil, serving as the fruit's energy reserve. The result is an olive fruit that is brimming with oil, ready to be extracted. But what makes this oil healthy? That's because the high concentration of oleic acid, along with other compounds in olive oil, can help reduce the risk of heart-related disease and in controlling your appetite. Not only that, but those compounds also act as antioxidants and anti-inflammatory agents, some of which even work as an anti-cancer agent. In fact, olive oil is so incredibly lauded that in the ancient Greece, Hippocrates dubbed olive oil as the great healer, while Homer, no, not Simpson, but the poet who wrote Iliad and Odyssey, described it as liquid gold. That is why civilizations throughout histories have been using it not only as food ingredients, but also as medicine, personal care, religious ritual, and commodities, a precious gift given by the goddess Athena. Satisfied with the answer, you savor your breakfast. You can't help but think back to the olive oil that elevated your dish. Something so simple, yet it carries centuries of evolution, countless hands that cultivated the trees, and stories that stretch across the Mediterranean and beyond. It's a piece of living history poured onto your plate. And then, another question hits you. If olive oil holds this much meaning, what about all the other food we eat every day?